Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Hello everyone! Welcome to Queenly Channel, your quarantine learning buddy. For today's video, we are going to learn about one of the simple methods of separating liquid and solid. We have evaporation. But first, let's define what evaporation is. Since we don't have access to our school laboratory due to the pandemic, we are going to improvise some of our common laboratory equipment we're going to use for today's activity. So let us have our materials first. Stove as a substitute to Bunsen burner. Here we have our small tripod. Our pan with cover as a substitute to crucible and cover. Here we have our small saucer which contains our NaCl or table salt. Here we have our cup of warm water or cup of tap water. We have our gloves which helps prevent our skin from getting burned, and our spoon as a substitute to stirring rod. Additional materials, we have our face shield as our protective goggles and our mask. This prevents us from acquiring harmful substances. Since our materials are all complete, let's get started. Procedure number 1. Put the table salt into the water and stir it using the spoon. Make sure that the sodium chloride and the water are mixed thoroughly. Procedure number 2. Set your pan onto the stove. Procedure number 3. Pour the mixture of water and sodium chloride into the pan slowly. Make sure not to spill it anywhere. Turn in the stove and let the mixture simmer. Observe. Since the water had low boiling point compared to the table salt or sodium chloride, it evaporates first, as per seen in the video. Liquid molecules are made up of squillion of water molecules, and if they are heated, they tend to move apart and rise into the atmosphere as gas, also known as water vapor. This process is called evaporation. While these remaining particles left from our experiment are the crystal-like sodium chloride, which then can be called a residue. Fun fact! Blood is a mixture that can be separated by a machine called a centrifuge into its two main parts, a plasma and red blood cells. Let's first define what is a mixture. A mixture is the physical combination of two or more substances in which the identities are retained and are mixed in the forms of solutions, suspensions, and colloids. Now let's identify the two types of mixtures. These are the homogeneous mixture and the heterogeneous mixture. Interesting fact about a mixture is that the substances can be separated using physical separation, such as evaporation. Let's talk about homogeneous mixture first. From the word homo, meaning is same or uniform. A homogeneous mixture is a type of mixture in which the components are uniformly distributed. In a homogeneous mixture, you cannot see the particles. Here is one of the experiments of a homogeneous mixture. Here we have our 1 tablespoon of powdered juice and 250 ml of water. In the first procedure, we will pour the powdered juice into the water. Stir it continuously until the particles are dissolved. Observe. As we can see, the powdered juice is dissolved in the water. It is uniformly distributed and we cannot see its particles. So now we understand what a homogeneous mixture is. Let's talk about heterogeneous mixture now. A heterogeneous mixture is one in which the composition varies from one part to the next. Two or more phases make up a heterogeneous combination. Here is one of the experiments of a heterogeneous mixture. Here we have our slices of cocoyam and slices of squash. We pour them into an empty bowl and combine them together. Observe the result. In our experiment, it is clearly seen that the two substances are not uniformed, therefore, we can separate them. So that was our heterogeneous mixture. Quick question. How about if the mixture is water and sodium chloride? The experiment we had earlier. What type of mixture do you think that is? That's right! A homogeneous mixture. I see you've learned very well. That's great! So that ends our lesson for today, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Only here at Quainly Channel, your quarantine learning buddy. Until next time, bye!